Okay, fantastic. That is all working just fine. Great. So just wait for people to join us. Really on. We've got about 3 or 4 minutes to go. So for those of you who've joined, relax, lie down, and I'll be with you in a moment. Hello, we've got a couple of people waiting. Okay. So if you're here already, take some time to get comfortable. Hi, Nick. You might like to cover yourself with a blanket if you're a bit chilly. Or you might like to arrange yourself in a seated meditation. So go ahead and do that, if that's how you'd like to start. We will start with our breathing in a moment or two, but for the next minute you've got some time to arrive. So if you do want to come to a seated position, go ahead and come on up, and we'll begin. Otherwise you can stay lying down for this part of the class, up to you. If you need a bit of a lie down. I know my ladies on Tuesday arrive and they lie down there after the count, so whatever you prefer. Okay, so let's start by getting even through the seat if you're sitting, and sinking down through the back of your head, through your shoulders, your hips, the backs of your knees and heels if you're lying down. And just start to become aware of your breath. Become aware of the breath moving in and out of your nose. Feeling the coolness of the breath over the top lip. And as you start to connect a little more deeply with the present moment by following the breath, hello Branka, how lovely. As you start to drop in to connect with the breath a little bit more, just scan into your body and see how you're feeling. Start by see how you're feeling physically. And if there's any parts of you that need your attention, notice what they are. You might name them. And then move to observe how you're feeling emotionally. Frazzled, have you had a busy day? Are you awkward, mate? Notice how you're feeling, and if you don't know, you don't know. All the while the breath is moving in and out through the nose. Allowing yourself to drop ever deeper, and as the mind interrupts you, just tug it back gently by following the out-breath. As you turn your attention to notice your mental state of mind. What's going on in your mind? Welcome to those other few people who've just joined us. We're starting with a forcing practice. Hi, Jackie Bonner. What a treat. Naughty lady. Makes me smile thinking of you. So what is your mental state here? Are you feeling really great? You're probably feeling really good about yourself because you made it to yoga, which is awesome. It's all good, mate. So take inventory here just to repeat how you're feeling physically, emotionally, and mentally. And just taking a little snapshot. And now take a moment to close your eyes if they're open. Listen to the instruction. Or if you prefer to have your eyes open, try and just drop your gaze and rest your eyes a little bit about a metre in front of you. And then you're going to start to become aware of the space above your head, lengthening up through your crown. And as you become aware of the space above your head, you may feel some tingling sensations, or you may see some light. You might see anything. But just starting to become aware of yourself in space. And let that spaciousness start to bring you a little bit deeper into your practice. Let go of your day. And bring your palms together, or leave them in your lap if bringing your palms together doesn't work for you. And let's set an intention for our practice. So, Bloke yoga, the yoga half hour, is really about taking stock and going, actually, even in the midst of all of the things that are going on in my life, what can I focus on that isn't wrong? What can I focus on that is working, that is all good? So in the spirit of it's all good, set an intention and I'll join you on the mat for 30 minutes of fun.
Alrighty. So we're going to open the heart and some strong sides. I'm going to put my little timer on. And so you're going to start on your hands and your knees and draw your buttocks back towards your heels. And for some reason, I just turned the camera on. I'm going to take selfies of myself. How hideous. Okie dokie. So drawing the buttocks back to the heels and stretching your arms forward. If you've got a block or a book, a nice big fat book or two books, get them beside you. If you don't have one, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'll give you plenty of options. So buttocks back to the heels and reaching forward. Press the hands into the floor. Let the triceps, the bottom part of the arms, also known as the bingo flaps. Lovely. Welcome to middle age, those of you who are there. I kind of like it here. So you're rolling your bingo flaps, your triceps down toward the floor, and then pressing your hands into the mat. So there's a sort of an activity in the arms, and you're letting yourself creep your fingers a bit further forward, and then roll the triceps down a little bit more to the floor. And then as you breathe here, squeeze the navel into the spine. If it's your moon time, don't squeeze the navel into the spine so intensely. You can just soft belly breath, okay? So rolling and lifting and lengthening and gently drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Very nice. And let's inhale into our cow pose. I love starting like this. And then exhaling all the way back, dropping the head. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. Long breath. Press into the floor as you inhale. Long spine. Open the chest. Press into shins to intensify the elongation of the spine, front and back. And tuck in through the chin back. Inhale, coming all the way up. This time, rolling onto the balls of the feet. Exhaling back into your dog pose. Knees can stay bent. Drop the knees down again. Inhale. Tuck the chin in. Exhaling back. Drop the knees down. Inhale, look up. Tuck the chin in. And exhale back. Go at half pace if this is too fast for you. Inhale, drop the knees down, looking up. And exhale, nice long exhale back. And let's hold here for 5 breaths. So you can keep the knees bent and keep that idea of pressing into the hands and rotating the triceps down to the floor. And then you're lifting your tail right up to the ceiling. You really don't need to see my tummy. Or any flesh. It's not that kind of show. So lifting the hips up nice and high. And then notice if you've got a tendency to let the chest hang down from the shoulders, and instead bring the floating ribs here up into the body and then lift the hips a little bit higher. So you've got a sense of support across your mid-thoracic spine there. Knees coming over the middle of the toes. Very nice. And let's roll forward, walking forward, and roll and hang. Yummy, yummy hang. Bring the hands onto the floor. If that's too much, bring elbows onto knees. Let the head be supported by your elbows, otherwise folding down. Notice that your bottom wants to hang way back, and instead you're going to lean yourself forward over the toes and lift your hips so they're in line with the heels here. So you're lifting up nice and high, spreading the toes. Hanging the head down. And let's undulate up, uncurling, unfurling, and rolling those shoulders back, shaking off the day. Let the tail be sort of moving between the heels. Bring the front body into the back body as you inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release. Lift and open your chest as you inhale. Reach up tall. And exhale. Now notice if you've got a tendency to inhale and drop out of your center. And as you exhale, bring your tail between your heels and bring the front body in toward the back body. Inhale, lifting up. This time interlace the hands. Exhale, reach as high as you can up and out of the waist. Reach, reach, reach. And release. Interlace the hands behind, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the knees, lift the chest, and reach arms up. Reach up high, interlace the hands the other way. Exhale, squeeze the belly, and release. Interlace the hands with the other thumb on top and roll back. So notice again if you've got this tendency to kick back through the backside, and draw the bottom ribs in and broaden through both your sitting bones. Roll the shoulders down. Reach up and forward. Folding forward. And step back into your dog pose. Very nice. We're raising the left leg up, shaking it up. You might used to be starting with the right. Squeeze the knee in. And then exhale, take it back. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, back. Inhale, hold the knee in. If you're really struggling here, put your knee down and squeeze like so. Otherwise, stay up here for a couple more breaths. Press into the hands, roll the triceps down. And then we're going to drop this knee down to the floor. At this point, you might like to use your block, I'm going to, or your stack of books. We're rolling into side plank variation. So reaching the arm up nice and tall. Press and lift. Looking down if it's too strong on the neck and looking up, reaching up. Bring the pubic bone forward. Bring the bottom shoulder into the socket. Stay there. I'm just going to move my little salt lamp. I think it's a bit bright. Let's turn that off. Yeah, that's better. Not so glary in your faces. Reaching up. Very nice. And this time I'm going to hold here and then take the arm back. That's too strong. You can take the arm over the head. So you're opening. Bring your block closer to you. Bring your pubic bone forward. Bring your ribs down towards your hips and reach up and open, looking up and back. Now firm your leg, your standing leg. Press firmly into the foot and lift the arch and open the chest and release all the way down. Now bring the hand onto the hip and stand up. Reach the arms up tall. Lean over to one side, both arms reaching. If that's too strong, drop one arm. 3 breaths here. Inhale, reach up. And now very steadily reach over. So we're kind of doing like a superwoman flying situation sideways. Squeeze the bottom leg, straight leg. Squeeze your navel in. And inhale, come up. Ooh, generating a little bit of heat. Bringing down, back down. Let's just reach up and open. You can stay on your block if you like. Reach up again. Nice and tall. And then I am going to keep it on my block. We're going to raise this right leg. So we're reaching up and hold for 5. This is going to give you buns of steel. Whoa, hello, pretty tricky. You can always keep your foot on the floor. Feeling it. And come down. And then let's come down onto the hands and the knees, back legs still straight. Arch the spine. Press firmly into the ball of the foot. Nice and firmly there. Very nice. Then we're coming back into our dog pose. This left leg's coming back behind us. And then bend the knee and take the heel to the opposite buttocks and look up and under. Breathe there. And breathe and breathe and breathe. If you're a much more advanced practitioner, there are some of you here tonight doing this beginners class who are not really beginners, you can do this. You can flop over into tabletop and reach up and back. And those of you that are beginners, just forget about what we're doing here. And you're going to bring your leg down and come back into dog pose. So if you're in the tabletop flip, you can come back into dog pose now. Very nice. And 5 breaths here. If you need to rest now, go ahead and come into child's pose like this. We'll stay up here for 3 more breaths. Firm the legs. Squeeze the bottom ribs in and feel that big bones in the thighs moving back, the femurs moving back. Lengthen the crown of the head to the thumbs and drop the knees. Drop the buttocks back to the heels and have a little rest there. And let's come back up. I'm going to do the other side. So come back up into your dog pose. Lifting heels up nice and tall. Very nice. Let's just come forward for a little forward fold to start with. So jump or walk or step forward and hang here. So let's do a nice traction by getting some weight in the front of the body and hang on to the elbows. Again, there's always this option. I know some of you prefer this. Holding onto the elbows, hanging down. If you'd like to extend even further, bring the hands by the side of the feet and start to straighten the legs. Again, bringing the hips over the heels so you might feel a little unsteady. Use the hand in front if that's the case. And then bend the knees and roll up slowly, raising the arms, bringing the palms together. Press the palms together. Reach arms up. Swan dive, keeping the arms in line with your shoulders as you fold in. Step back with your left foot, right foot to knee. Raise your right leg up and bring the knee into the chest and hover. Raise the right leg back behind you. You can do it a little way like so. Toes pointing down, or you can lift up nice and high. You can keep this leg bent or straight. Inhaling, exhale, and hovering now. Squeeze. You need to put the knee down, put the knee down. Holding here for 5 breaths. Left knee on the floor or in your dog pose. Nice. Long breaths in and out through your nose. And let's drop the right knee down to the floor. I'm just going to switch around so I can see you. My block. We're coming into our side plank variation here. Pressing into the floor with the arms. Reach up. You can look up. Lengthen the back of the neck here if you're okay to look up to the thumb. Bottom shoulder is coming into the socket so it's not hanging up toward the ear. Give yourself some symmetry there. Keep reaching up nice and high and then let's activate drawing ribs down toward navel. Lift into the arch of the straight leg, foot, and press into the outside edge of the foot. Reach up nice and tall and then open out to the side. Open the heart here. At any point if it's too strong on the neck, you're looking down. Keep lifting the chest as you lift up and back. It's like you're peeling an onion, opening the layers of the heart. Almost there. Reach, reach, reach. And all the way back up and coming up, bringing both arms up. So let's start by reaching over toward the straight leg. You can drop the bottom arm if that feels better for you. Notice in this one that this straight leg has a tendency to come forward. I just noticed myself doing that. So try and bring the right hip forward and then bring the pubic bone slightly forward as you reach up and over. So it might mean you don't go as far, but you're more in line. You might be feeling it on the inner thigh. Raise the bottom arm up if you can. Rest. And now reach up from here. Reach, reach, reach before you start to reach over to the side. Only a little move, and now activate the arch of the foot on the straight leg. Squeeze the belly. Relax the jaw. And coming all the way back down. And raise this leg. Again, drawing your shoulder in. Open the chest, so there's a tendency to drop down the bottom of the body to the floor. Get that beautiful rotation, shoulder into jaw into armpit, and then it takes your mind off the fact that we're holding the leg in the air, which is really strong on the bottom. Does singing help? Not according to my daughter or my husband, that I can't see or hear any of you, so you're trapped. Oh my God, where's it going to end now? This is my weak side. Release. So we're bringing the hands down, we're pressing really firmly into that back ball of the foot, really squeezing the knee, and then arch up. Little tiger curl there. Wow. Pressing into the shin. Press into the hands. Bring yourself a little bit further forward. And then we're coming up, raising the knee out and open to the side, looking under the armpit, and taking the left heel toward the right buttock. If this is too strong for you, bring your knee to the floor and do it like this. Okay? Reaching up and over. Lifting the knee, pressing down through the heel. 5 breaths. We're probably about, I don't know, maybe nearly 5 breaths. Very nice. So you're either going to come back down into your dog pose. You might even want to bring the knees down and do a quarter dog here with the arms straight or bent, which is really delicious. This is actually a labour pose that I learned in prenatal training where I call it Hannah Davis, incredible Bliss Baby Yoga teacher and runs pregnancy training for women in Byron. She's fantastic. She calls it slowing down pose, and you pop down like this just to slow yourself right down. Not very blokey, but very effective. If you prefer to stay in our more advanced option, you can flip over into tabletop and reach up and back. And feel that strength that you've cultivated and openness in the shoulders, in the chest. Press into the feet. Wherever you are, we're coming back into our dog pose. You can stay in quarter dog if you're there, or slowing down pose. Otherwise, be in dog. And then drop the knees down. Luxuriate as you take the knees a little wider this time. And kneel and stretch forward. And just let yourself melt here for about 5 breaths. No effort needed in this forward bend as you release that strong moves. So this practice stabilizes the joints, opens the heart. It's really good for your posture. Plus, opening the heart is a really great way to relax, to bring a smile to your face, to get into your compassionate zone, your feeling zone. So let yourself sink. And let's come up and just do a little variation of our child's pose. So bringing your knees together, normally we would come forward or bring our arms back. Tonight we're going to do a little side stretch. So I'll just show you over this side first. So instead of bringing my arms forward, taking them over to one side, and I'm just letting myself, oh my God, that's so good. And then gently make your way back to the center. Bring your hands onto your lower back. Roll up and open. Lift your hips forward. Open the chest. If you'd like to go a little bit further, this is a more advanced move. You're coming into camel. I'm doing a lot of camel, not camel toe, I hasten to add. Never good look. Lifting the heart up. Keep the back of the neck long rather than dropping the head back tonight. Just keep it soft. Draw the buttocks back to the heels. Very nice. If you've got it in you, come up again here. Otherwise, start here, reach back. Don't reach across like so. Okay? Too much on the back, so reaching back evenly. Some of you can flatten the feet. That feels safe for you. Your hips, your thighs are coming forward over the knees. Draw the buttocks back to the heels. A little bit of a crack there. Knees together, and then let's walk again over to the other side of our body for a little child's pose variation. Coming back up. Coming to cross legs. Sitting up nice and tall. Reach the arms up, interlace the hands. Fold yourself forward. Now, if you like, you can grab your stack of books or your block. You can rest your head here. Bring your hands forward. Or if you'd like to challenge yourself, you can hold onto your wrist behind you. Hands like this. Thumb and forefinger touching. And take 3 breaths here. And then take another 3 breaths. And if you like, you can come up to a seated position, or you can lie down in Shavasana, and we'll close off the class together. So if you're lying in Shavasana, just keeping the eyes closed. And if you're sitting up in meditation, you might like to clasp your hands in front of you, right hand over left, or you might like to leave your hands flat on your legs, thumb and forefinger touching, to bring your consciousness into the body. So Pema Chodron, the beautiful Buddhist teacher whose meditation works and practices and books I follow, talks about meditation like this, and yoga is a form of meditation, of course. She says, gradually through meditation, we begin to notice that there are gaps in our internal dialogue. In the midst of continually talking to ourselves, we experience a pause, as if awakening from a dream. We recognize our capacity to relax with the clarity, the space, the open-ended awareness that already exists in our minds. It feels like stepping out of a fantasy world and discovering the simple truth. So I really hope that our Bloke Yoga has given you an opportunity to find a little bit of that space for yourself. Because remember, it's all good, mate. Namaste. I'll see you Thursday or next week if you prefer. Thanks for joining me.